This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Aloha from Honolulu and home of the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Sam Houston Bearcats, taking on a team from the Mountain West, the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Bearcats will put total leather and we'll get started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So Hawaii's offense will go on the attack first. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
And the Rainbow Warriors have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, running back gets to give. Got the first down, looking for more. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Davis looking to pass. Hauls it in. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Caught over the middle. It's Barfield. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Didn't pick up a lot there, moved him forward just a few. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Well, that one falls incomplete, but this guy has been locked in. He's 5 for 6 on the opening drive of the game, and the coaching staff felt like he had a great week of preparation coming into this one. I think they were expecting him to have this hot start.
The Rainbow Warriors will punt it away on 4th down. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone. Touchback. The Bearcats offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And David, we'll see whether this running back has the ability to elevate his game and really become a star in this offense.
Yeah, he's still developing. You know, I think when you watch him, you say, oh, he's still learning the vision and how to play the running back spot. And I think you leave him, Jesse, going, I want a little bit more. I want more consistency, more big plays, so this offense can really take off.
I think the coaching staff, I think the fans know for the future of this program, they need to upgrade at the position. They'll try to do that in recruiting or the portal. But for right now, today, this guy has to be able to make plays when his opportunities show up.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Bearcats will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. A low-line drive and not his best work. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. Davis will throw. He's got his man, makes the grab. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Hawaii!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Creates a little space. There he goes! And the ball's on the ground. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes! They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Throws to the tight end. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the touchdown, Bearcats! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
I love this free safety and how he plays center field, and oftentimes he's able to bait QBs into bad decisions. He did it right there. Made the quarterback think he was dropping one way, put his foot in the ground, got in front of that pass, and then showed you the wheels, returning it for a touchdown.
He'll call for the fair catch here. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Davis looking to pass. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back, almost intercepted. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. He lobs one high down the left side. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Throws to the wideout. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row. And the Rainbow Warriors will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Wants to throw on 1st down. Safe completion on the screen. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. The Bearcats want to pick up the tempo.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Fires to the big fella. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the 1st. Now they'll run the draw. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Tulane delivered the type of thrashing generally reserved for homecoming games in New Orleans. Thing is, this was a road victory, and a win like this is going to resonate throughout the American. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Passing game kept his drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Davis will throw. Quickly to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Now on second down. Looking to fire. Grab near the marker. It's Harris. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the period, and Sam Houston has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. First play of the period, first down here. They think they can create space here with the run to the right. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The Rainbow Warriors are facing 3rd and inches. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. This offense needs to avoid getting in its own head, getting domed up with its play calling in the red zone. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking for room, it's Barfield. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. And the Rainbow Warriors trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Hawaii! They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just wore down, just grinded away at that defense.
It took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense, because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are doing that in this game right now.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Watson. Quickly out to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And the Bearcats in the hurry-up.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. It's caught. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Runs through a tackle. He was able to reach into his bag of tricks and use it to pick up a few extra yards. The Bearcats in a good spot here with second and short. Back to pass. Under fire. Finds his tight end. He makes the tackle at the 37. It's a pickup of 5. That's good enough for a first down.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. Out out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Bearcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Got his man in the middle. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Back to pass, it's Watson. He caught it! They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. And the Bearcats, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Sam Houston. They'll try to add another to their lead. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. He fires one deep down the right side. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The Rainbow Warriors come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about.
Oh, he's got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Warriors! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And I love the decisiveness by the quarterback on that play. Nobody open downfield. I'm going to go get this myself. And I'm not just going to go get a 1st down. I'm taking this thing to the house.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking downfield, it's Watson. Right on the money. Made a defender miss. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. And the Bearcats want to crank the tempo.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
To the air on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Black. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. The Bearcats have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Wants to go up top. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the mistiming.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this 1st half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
The Bearcats line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Pulls it in. It's Sims. And he's still running after the move. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
And that's That's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game.
On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. They'll throw it from the red zone. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
That defender reacted immediately when he saw the play and just set his hair on fire toward the ball carrier.
And you got to see those plays. Those plays are very fast. It happens quick. There's no fake to a toss. It's pitched down the outside, trying to get to the wide side of the field. Great job by the defense. You got to set those edges by the defensive end, and everybody fly to the football.
Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll move the tight end. Off play action on 1st down. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Dropping back, it's Watson. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, nice to see you actually showed up for today's broadcast in paradise, given all there is to do there in Honolulu. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's say aloha once again to the guys inside Aloha Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Rainbow Warriors will boot it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Makes the catch. It's Black. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. He didn't even have a chance to get back to the line. What a job by this defensive front. And the Bearcats will bring the punt team onto the field. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. They'll start this drive at their own 48. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. The Rainbow Warriors with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Out of the gun to give to the back. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Davis looking to pass. Pocket breaking down. It's a fumble. scoops it up, still a live ball.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football, you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
He stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Bring in the heat. Took, headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Are you kidding me? I mean, that's really good defense to take away the pass and take away the big play, but the quarterback just makes absolutely something out of nothing, scrambles around, finds a way to get in for the touchdown.
Sam Houston, 17.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. The Bearcats moving quickly to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He's stopped again, and he's had a busy night, if not necessarily a productive one so far.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
He'll throw it. Snagged in the middle. It's Black. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. The Bearcats will send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot. And the Rainbow Warriors need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. Gets it to him on the screen. He stopped short of the sticks. They tried to pick it up with a screen, but they'll be facing a 4th down. The Rainbow Warriors send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking downfield, it's Watson. Makes the grab. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. And the Bearcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll leave it with it. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground. He's got it again. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
He's got the tight end. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. And the Bearcats headed quickly to the line. They'll give it to him again. This time, there is no running room to be found, and this defense wasn't going to get hit with a big run twice in a row. From the gun, running back on the move. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over him. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Catch in the middle, it's Black. He makes the catch. He's knocked down immediately, but they'll have a goal-to-go situation from the 8. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Now on 2nd and goal. Guys, it is Hawaii who will carry the lead to the quarter break. They've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. On the ground. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bearcats! Before that score, considering last rites, now all of a sudden, they're not dead yet. In fact, they're feeling much better, and they're alive, and they've got a chance.
And I'm looking on the field right now. I'm looking at their sideline. They're energized, Reese. After that last score, all of a sudden, they believe they can come back and win this game. This is a totally different-looking team than what we saw earlier.
Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes it a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Grabbed over the middle, it's Sims. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. They'll run it from the gun. Turning on the Jets. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. And the Rainbow Warriors will snap it on 1st and 10. Fires to the big fella. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Davis will throw. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
It's complete. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down.
And that's the advantage of being a big wide receiver, because now you're a big target. And on these slant routes, you don't have to run the perfect route, but you can use your size and your physicality to get the job done almost every time.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Big tight end makes the grab, 1st down, still on his feet. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
And how about this offense, man? They put the ball in the hands of the guy they trust the most. 4th down, needed conversion. You're wanting to salt this clock away. You want this game to end with you guys possessing the football. Big 4th down conversion.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this?
Oh, Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here. The Rainbow Warriors back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Leaves it with the back. Touchdown, Hawaii! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They had to stand by and watch that scoring margin. Now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Dropping back, it's Watson. Makes the catch. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. The Bearcats come to the line in the hurry-up.
It's pretty amazing at this point of the game. They're still in a position to win. Not everything has gone right for them up to this point, but with a couple of minutes left on the clock, if they can get a touchdown here, get a stop, and then get another score, they win, but they've got to start being aggressive and taking shots.
And the defense gives up the first down. And here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got to communicate quickly and get back on the line of scrimmage.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So now it's second and long.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. Got it in stride inside the 20. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
First and goal, Sam Houston.
The snap sets up to throw. Got his man on the right. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Wants to keep it in the air. Touchdown, Bearcats! And they take it in for 6 more points. He didn't see anyone open. Said, no problem. I'll take care of it myself.
Yeah, I've been there before. Been there, done that. Not my first rodeo. I've been in this kind of situation. Down by the goal line, I'm getting outside, and I'm taking it in myself.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Colorado State just wrapped up 4 quarters worth of dominance on its way to a never-in-doubt victory, and that's really the standard there in Fort Collins. They'll enjoy this one all week. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Rainbow Warriors with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Yeah, and there's a lot of pressure right now on this down if you're on offense because your last 2 plays have gone nowhere. You know the defense just needs to get the football back to give their team an opportunity to go win the game, so you're probably going to have to throw to get this first down. A lot of pressure here on the quarterback, Dave.
Yeah, and how I throw, I think, is important. This is a time where I love moving my quarterback outside the pocket, making it an easy throw, or let him run the football, and if he doesn't get it, the clock still ticks. It's still my friend.
The Rainbow Warriors are on the move. Motion from the wideout. Quick pass on the fly motion. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
Timeout, Sam Houston.
And the Rainbow Warriors trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Now the toss. This time stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and they're probably saying, finally, what a night he's had. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. The Rainbow Warriors are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Davis looking to pass, trying to set up the screen. They don't get nearly enough on 3rd down, 4th down coming from the 48. And the Rainbow Warriors will punt this one away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. They booted away on 4th down. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced the situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots, throw beyond the 1st down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, guys, 4th quarter, you're trailing. You know that they're going to be throwing the ball and trying to be aggressive and try to climb back into this one. Couldn't come up with it there on 2nd down. Let's see what happens on 3rd.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Got a man. It's Black. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42, and now this offense is clicking. Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. And quickly to the line of scrimmage, they spike it and stop the clock.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Back to throw, it's Watson. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. And they spike it and get the clock stopped.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. With the catch, it's Porter. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting him get some positive yards.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the 1st. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires toward the end zone. And the pass is caught for a touchdown, and it looks as if we could be headed to overtime.
How about the offense in that situation to come up so big? The place is going bananas. It's so hard to hear. It's so hard to execute. And you just put 6 on the board and have a chance to kick this PAT and tie the game.
The extra point is up and good, and we are tied up in the 4th.
Set to kick off.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They go to the ground, and the defense holds Holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions, probably, maybe one possession each. Who's the better team?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational-type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Turning it on! Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Rainbow Warriors come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
Man, you play this whole game back and forth into overtime. Now you got a chance to set the tone, run the football in overtime, and be a little physical.
And if you can run the ball and not put it in jeopardy by throwing passes, that's a great way to finish the deal. A first down run on the doorstep. Touchdown, Hawaii! They strike first in overtime. The all-important extra point would push this lead to 7. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7.
Man, oh man, what a day. His 3rd touchdown rushing, showing you he's got a little bit of everything, and padding those stats. And all you fantasy football guys, if you have my man at running back, it's a good day.
Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Looking to pass, it's Watson. There's the pressure. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. The Bearcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air on second down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Deep shot for the end zone. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. 4th and long, and they have to pick it up to keep their chances alive. A shot toward the end zone. It's incomplete, and that's going to do it. A 4th down stop seals it in overtime. What a thriller. What a confidence builder to be able to come up with a win like that in overtime.
This team has to love their ability to come up with big plays and big moments. How about in overtime, the individual efforts we saw, this team playing as a unit, doing enough and doing everything that was needed to get the W.
It's such an exciting game, up and down, back and forth. It's heartbreaking if you lose, but when you come through with these games late in the ball game, it gives you confidence throughout the season to continue to build on it. What a great win.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.